Hey guys, Chat Trades here. So not too long ago, I started using a software called Bookmap as extra confirmation for the levels that I enter my trades at. And ever since I started doing this, combining my setups I already had that were profitable with the extra confirmation of Bookmap, not only am I able to pinpoint my entries a lot better, but it's also helping me managing my trade better, holding my winners longer, therefore making me more money with day trading. So that being said, in this video, I want to go over exactly how I'm using Bookmap for high probability trades and show you the exact setups I'm using it with. So let's dive straight into this. So as you can see, this is Bookmap. I have it pulled up. I mainly trade the S&P 500 on here. And if we pull up the actual charts, as you can see, this is what the S&P 500 looked like when the market first opened. We touched this demand zone yesterday after we had a huge sell-off. As you can see, we're starting to find support here. We were in a demand zone. We bounced off of it. And what happened when the market opened, if I just zoom in here on a 5-minute time frame, as you can see, we pulled back straight to VWAP and we're starting to bounce off of that VWAP area. Now, one of the ways that I love using Bookmap for is to see where the trend can pull back to, okay? So I knew during pre-market that we were trending up off of this demand zone, okay? Off this big support area. So basically what I was looking for, I call this the trend pullback setup. I'm basically looking for any of these pullbacks to get long, right? So we pull back right here, we could get long right here. We pull back here, we can get long. We pull back here, we can get long. We pull back here, we can get long. Right, basically just looking for those higher lows is where I want to enter on. Now, what Bookmap does is it allows me to see where we're going to pull back to. Okay, and as you can see, this is a 1-minute time frame using the Heikin-Ashi candles, and I'll kind of explain this in a second. But if we look at right here, this is actually the first trade I took at 7:35. As you can see, we started to trend up right when market opened, and then we pulled back straight to this VWAP area, and we got into this 210, 207 range. Now, this is actually where I took the market long, okay? So I actually got in once we had our first green candle close right here. Now, how did I know that this level would actually hold? Well, not only because we had support here, basically during pre-market, this is where we kind of bounce off of, but I can confirm the level with Bookmap, okay? So if I go over to Bookmap now, again, all I'm using it for is extra confirmation to enter my trades. Okay, so as you can see, the market opened right here, and we rallied up right when the market opened, and then we pull back to that area, right? This 207, 208 area. Now, the reason I knew that this level would probably hold, right, and the reason I entered long right here at around 213 is because look at all the orders we had at the time, right? So this heat map displays orders, and you can see the heat map right here. The farther it is to the right, meaning if it's red, orange, or yellow, that means the more orders are there. The stronger the orders are, the harder it's going to be to break through this level. So once I saw we pull back near these levels, right, and it held, that's where I want to go into the trade. Okay, so I'm not going to just enter right here because who knows, there could be big market orders that take these limit orders out. But if we go to the chart, right, this is why I like to wait for a green candle. Okay, some kind of green candle. Obviously it's gold on my chart. So after we got this 1-minute green candle close, right, this is where I entered the trade. Basically, I entered right at 214. And then if we go to pre-market, I was basically holding this thing to pre-market highs. So as you can see, pre-market highs was around 224. This is where I end up getting out of this trade. Okay, so right around this 223, 224 area. As you can see, we didn't have a single red candle this entire time. And I was able to scale out and scalp a nice 10 points on ES in around 10 minutes. Using Bookmap as a confirmation. Okay, again, so when we're trending above the VWAP, this pink line right here, right, all I'm doing is I'm looking for pullbacks that I can actually enter on. I'm looking for pullbacks that I can actually enter on and get on with the trend, okay? And again, I'm just using Bookmap to confirm that, right? You can see actually right now, at the time recording this video, what are we doing? We're pulling back to a big area, right? You can see there's all kinds of fat orders at this 250 area on ES. So if we go to the charts right now, we can see we're pulling back to this area. This kind of lines up with support, so I'm just going to draw a little zone right here. We had a little bit of support that we're trying to bounce off. Now again, I just drew this box on a naked chart, right? We can see support right here. We had a little bit of a basing candle here, and we bounce off of it. So I can draw a support right here, but the reason I like using Bookmap so much, and it's a very simple way I use it, I don't overcomplicate it, is I can actually see that there's orders here, right? And I can actually see the bulk of the orders stop at 245, 250 area. So what I can do is I can go back to the chart. And I can just extend this zone a little bit more to this area. And as you can see, this also lines up with this previous resistance here. So actually, if we go to the 1 minute chart right now, I just want to wait for a green candle to close. Okay, so I'm actually interested in entering this trade right now. And actually, let's just see if this trade plays out, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for a big green candle on these Heikin-Ashi candles. So basically, I want to look for a candle that looks something like this, right? A big green candle with no wick at the bottom, and ideally it has elevated volume. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and watch for this. As you can see, we have a bunch of orders right here. If we do enter this trade, we're going to put our stop at around 245 because that means that all these orders got taken out. So again, let's go and see how this plays out right now at the time of recording this. As you can see, we're getting some big market orders right now, right? The bulk of our orders are at 248. We're currently at 251. So again, this is why we wait for confirmation. I'm not entering until I see a big yellow candle, okay? So let's go ahead and see how this plays out and if any buyers start to step in, or we'll see how strong these sellers actually are, okay? So let's just go to Bookmap and kind of watch this, and let's see if we get an entry for a trade. All right, as you can see, there's pretty aggressive market orders cutting through these limit orders right now. So this level might get taken out. Again, this is why we always wait for a confirmation candle before we get in on the setup. As you can see, there's been no confirmation candle. We still have a little bit room to go down. 245 will be the max place we go down. So let's see if any buyers can step in or if the sellers get exhausted. This is why you can't fully trust these limit orders. As you can see, market orders are taking over. They're cutting through all these limit orders. Again, this is why we always wait for confirmation. And as you can see, sellers are putting in a lot of effort and they're starting to get rewarded, which means price can keep on going down to wherever our next level is. As you can see, the next level we have is 235. It doesn't look as strong because it's just one little line, so I don't trust it as much. Again, the more you see here, red, orange, yellow, the higher probability the level is going to hold. But again, this is why we always wait for the confirmation candles. So far, there hasn't been any confirmation candles to go long here. So we're going to continue staying out of the market, staying cash, and see maybe there's another level like 235 that holds better, right? So now I can move this zone back to here. Again, we're kind of just charting this on a naked chart. This lines up with VWAP. So 235 to 230. Now, again, we can go on Bookmap and we can see, does this line up with any limit orders? Yeah, we have a little bit at 235 here, so that might hold. Other than that, if we go down more, as you can see, back at this 203 area, 202, we have a bunch of orders down here. So this will be another high probability level where we can actually bounce at. So this is basically our low of day. So we can draw another zone and see if we get down here. But again, we only want to enter on this place or this place if we get some confirmation candles, whether that's a reversal candle with high volume, a Heikin-Ashi candle with high volume, right? Whatever kind of confirmation you like to use, that is the strategy I'm using, and this is how I'm using Bookmap to confirm it, right? And get more high probability trades. Okay, just zooming in here, as you can see, we're starting to get more orders placed on 240, 242. So this level can still hold. As you can see, there's blue orders up here, so not as strong as these levels. So let's go back to Thinkorswim, and we're going to see if this can hold, right? So we have basically the 240, and then after that, 235 and 230, right? So we're just trying to see where we're pulling back to so we can take the market long. Back to this area once again. I don't know if we'll get it. The trend could be flipping here. So let's go ahead and just watch and see what happens next. All right, let's see if this 240 level breaks. We're getting some aggressive selling right here. Let's see if buyers are strong enough. Boom, look at that. Big seller just stepped in, aggressive seller. That order got taken out literally within a second. Okay, so now our next level is 235. Just to show you what this looks like on the chart in real time. As you can see, it's starting to line up with our support, right? Our previous support and our VWAP area. And again, we do have some limit orders on here that we can kind of confirm on Bookmap. Again, I'm just trying to show you guys how I'm using Bookmap, literally just as a confirmation for my levels. So let's go and see if we can get any buyers off of this level now. Okay, we're starting to get some buying off the level. As you can see, aggressive buyers are stepping in. Now, what we want to do is wait for a confirmation candle. Okay, so I'm going to go to the 1 minute chart. As you can see, I want to wait for a green, or in this case, gold candle to show up. Then I can go ahead and enter a position long. That will give me the confirmation. Okay, as you can see, we got our first green candle off of this level. Let's see, the limit orders are still there. So I'm going to go ahead and enter the position long right now. Again, we're just bouncing off this level. We're using Bookmap to confirm it. If we go back to the Thinkorswim chart, we did get our first green candle. And on the 5 minute chart, we also have a nice reversal candle that happened to close right now too. So what we're going to do is we enter now at 244. Price is currently at 245. We're going to see our first target is going to be 250, and then next target will be 255. And then who knows, maybe we can ride it back to high a day. So anyways, let's go and see how this plays out. Another thing I like to use Bookmap for is where could we potentially stop? Okay, so the first level we got to get over is this 250. Okay, so this is where we currently have orders sitting 250. After that, we can see we really don't have much. Again, mainly this is 250 area. Obviously, we have a ton at 288, so we definitely want to get out of their position before 288. But let's see first if we can get over this 250 level and take out these sell limit orders. If you're wondering where my stop loss is going to be, it's going to be just under these orders at 233, 232 area on the chart. That basically will look like this. Either under this candle, or we can take a little bit more risk and do it under the VWAP area, which lines up with the Bookmap limit orders. But as you can see, currently up around 4 points on ES. Decent trade so far. Again, we're trying to break this 250 level. That's mainly what we want to see here. So let's go back to Bookmap and see how this is playing out. So far, looking good. We just need some more aggressive buyers. There we go, 251. Okay, I'm gonna trim my position right here. Currently up around 6-7 points now. 253. Look at that buying. We're up at 255 now. Awesome trade. Boom. Okay, I'm going to get out of this trade right now. That's an easy 11 points on ES. That's a beautiful trade. And again, guys, this is how I'm using Bookmap to literally just confirm the levels on the trend pullbacks, and also using it to manage my trade, seeing where we could potentially stop or reverse that. All right, guys, so there you have it. That is how I'm using Bookmap for high probability day trades. I wasn't even planning to take a trade during this video, but an opportunity appeared. I showed you guys exactly how I used it, and it played out. So hopefully you guys seeing that was able to help you out with using Bookmap for your own trading strategy. With that being said, guys, real quick before you go, if you guys want to join our free day trading community, inside of here, not only do we have all kinds of members that you can network with, but I also post my levels every single day for ES and NASDAQ. I also post trade recaps, market updates, and all that good stuff inside this Discord group. Like I said, it's completely free and open to the public. If you guys would like to join, we'd love to have you inside. All you have to do to join us in here is go to the first link in the description below, or just head over to this link right here. With that being said, guys, as always, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below about Bookmap. And as always, I will see you guys in my next video with another day trading lesson.